Feeling good, feeling great, yeah. Feeling good, feeling great. We're hanging, hanging with hurt. We're hanging. Welcome to the show. We're hanging, hanging with hurt. We're hanging.
Hi everyone, I'm Frank Thomas, and this is Hangin' With Hurt, where I go one-on-one with the best in sports and entertainment. On this episode, we're joined by one of the greatest athletes to ever put on a uniform, Bo Jackson. Bo was the only athlete in history to be named an all-star in both football and baseball. With supernatural ability, Bo became a year-round fan favorite, both on and off the field, and had one of the best marketing campaigns of all time. You know the deal. Bo knows on this episode of Hangin' With Hurt. You know, to most historians, you're still considered the world's greatest athlete of all time. How does that make you feel, man?
It's humbling to just have people to think of you that way, but I don't see it. But my brothers and sisters don't see it because every time I go home, they call me everything but that. So I'm still their brother. I'm still a little brother. I'm still a younger brother, their big brother, and so forth and so on. But it's good to still be recognized and talked about after all these years.
Well, you know, I've seen it firsthand. So you're still the greatest athlete that I've ever witnessed of all time. And I mean,
Thank you, Hurt. Thank you, brother.
I know you're a legend, but I have seen you patrol the Auburn University sideline with purpose and authority many days. Would you be more comfortable being a head football coach or a major league manager?
You know, as much as I love both sports, I would have to pass on both.
Okay.
I would have to pass on both for this simple reason. To be honest with you, I don't think I have the patience. Not saying that I don't love the sport or the game. I do. But I respect the game enough to the point to where I wouldn't put myself in that position because I know that I wouldn't be able to give it 100%.
Well, Bo, most people don't know. You love the outdoors. What's your favorite outdoor hobby? Is it hunting or fishing?
Anything that doesn't remind me of what I used to do for a living.
Okay.
So it could be fishing. It could be hunting. I love the outdoors. That's just me. I got that way. The first time I ever went hunting was my grandfather took me when I was 3 years old, 3 or 4 years old, and we went coon hunting.
Okay.
And I was too young, and he took me with him. He tied a rope around my waist and clamped it on his belt, and I followed him up the road, through the field, up through the woods with the hound dog.
Well,
and I've been hooked ever since.
Well, let me ask you something. Will you tell this audience what happened when I came to Bo Jackson's residence and you were trying to teach me how to hunt with a bow? And what happened?
Epic mistake.
Why you gotta put me out your house, man?
Epic mistake. I can have you shooting holes in my house. Insurance don't cover that. And you too cheap to pay for it. No, get the hell out of my house.
I gotta let you know, he gave me that bow. I shot it through his backyard because he had this set up whole thing back there with a stand back there and a target. Man, that bow and arrow went somewhere up over everything. Bo said, "Get out of my house! Get out of here now!"
It probably stuck in the back of my neighbor's house.
It was enlightening because I grew up in the South in the country. I still never learned how to hunt or fish. I did a little fishing with a cane pole, but that was it. That was my outdoorsman life.
Well, see, it's not for everybody. And that's my way of relaxing. That's my way of, like I said, getting away from being Bo Jackson.
Bo, you've always had the flair for the dramatic. You know, in all your career, football and baseball, what was your biggest moments for you that you remember all time on your NFL career and your baseball career? What were the biggest moments?
So my biggest moments was during the time that I was playing sports. But it's not about sports. And I could proudly say my most memorable moments of my sports career is within a 3-week period, exactly 2 years apart, my 3 kids was introduced to this world. So my oldest was born July 13th, 1986, the day I hit my first minor league home run in Charlotte, North Carolina. My second son was born August 2nd of 88. And I was middle of baseball season. And my daughter was born July 21st.
Okay.
Middle of baseball season. And on that day, when she was born, and I'll never forget this, we were playing the Milwaukee Brewers. And my wife gave birth to our daughter that morning about 6 a.m. And we had an afternoon game. And I went to the ballpark, and I'm trying to think of ways that I could go spend the evening with my daughter. So I said, all right, I got it. Got in the game first inning, we got 3 outs. I'm batting 4th or 5th. I get up to my first at-bat. Take strike 1. Purposely swing at a high pitch for strike 2. Took 2 balls. Took the 3rd pitch, which was right down the pipe for a strike. And he called me out, and I turned around and gave him a few expletives and told him that he couldn't see worth a crap. And he threw me out the game, and I said, thank you, and went to the locker room. I didn't even shower. I took off my clothes. I wore my shower shoes to the hospital. And my wife, this is a true story. This was a year Popeye's chicken was fresh on the market. And I called her, told her that I was on my way to see her. And she said, bring me some chicken because this hospital food sucks. So I got two-piece Popeye's chicken with fries and a biscuit. And I pull up at the hospital, and I'm walking down the sidewalk to go in, and it had just rained down on the plaza. And a white van, come up the hill, and I'm about to turn to go into the door, and there's a big puddle. Van went through the puddle on purpose and splashed me with water. Now, being a football player, but the thing you do is that you have to protect the ball. So I turned my back to the water to protect the chicken.
Big shout out to Popeyes, because we have put away a lot of Popeyes in our time.
I have to save the chicken, yes. So, but I saved the chicken, walked in the hospital, trailing water behind me, went in my wife's room, and they looked at me like, what happened to you? And I explained, and the nurse went and got me some scrubs. I changed clothes. My wife and I sit in the bed with our Popeye's chicken with my baby Morgan right beside us, and we watched the Royals beat the Milwaukee Brewers.
That's something else.
So those are my most, sports, the home runs, the touchdowns and everything, but it's just the fact that when I was doing that, I became a father of 3 beautiful children.
There's no better feeling in the world, children. And you have always been a great father, and I know why. Because Mrs. Linda Jackson, Dr. Linda Jackson, she don't play that. I've been around it, and I know who wear the pants at that house. So go ahead and tell the truth to the camera.
Oh, I'm not gonna lie. I ain't gonna lie.
Big shout out to
But
this.
you don't say
Linda.
Bo Nose around here. Plus, I have to whisper that. You can't say Bo Nose around here.
All right,
I stay in my lane.
Moving on. I
I
want
stay
to
in my lane.
get you slapped over on that bald head of yours. But
I stay in my lane, bro.
Man, those guys are just getting started. Expect more laughs from Bo and Frank on Hangin' With Hurt after a quick timeout.
Hangin' With Hurt is sponsored by Gold Rush Gaming.
Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt in my car.
Yes.
NUGENIX Total T. It's the real deal, right?
When I turned 40, like you said, I started to feel run down on account of
Because of your-
right, your free testosterone levels drop.
Yep.
So what did I do?
I hope you try
NUGENIX.
NUGENIX. Started with a complimentary bottle, and
What a difference.
To get your complimentary bottle of NUGENIX Total T, text SPRINT to 231231. This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels so you can trim up and stay lean.
Thanks to you and NUGENIX, I feel like my old self again.
That's great, man. And you know what else?
Oh yeah, she'll like it too.
Oh, that's my line.
Get your complimentary bottle of NUGENIX now. Text SPRINT to 231231. Text now and we'll include a bottle of NUGENIX Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast. Absolutely free. That's SPRINT to 231231.
Don't take a chance on another gaming company. At Gold Rush Gaming, we offer the highest quality of service and games in the video gaming industry, with unparalleled dedication and proven gaming knowledge. We are here to help you make your business successful. We provide the most efficient service possible, in addition to offering the newest games and upgrades as they become available to the market. You're always dealt a winning hand with Gold Rush Gaming. Reach out today and see what a difference the gold standard can make.
Here's what it takes to make the world's finest golf clubs. Unlimited time, money, passion. Start early, stay late, dream big, lose sleep, lose patience, never lose focus. Ignore what's been done before, ignore the haters, overanalyze, overagonize, never accept good enough until forgiveness, performance, and feel are absolutely amazing. BXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
This segment of Hangin' With Hurt is brought to you by NUGENIX.
Hey guys, welcome back to Hangin' With Hurt. Time for one of my favorite segments, What If? I asked Bo Jackson, what if he had to ride the middle seat of an 8-hour bus ride with former teammates Steve Sachs and Tim Raines, and 6 hours into the ride, the bus stopped. Who would he kick off first?
Tim Raines.
Why Tim?
Tim Raines farts too much. Do you remember when the pilot threatened to make a stop and put him off the plane? And he was in the back of the plane, and the pilot threatened him. That guy, something crawled up in him and died, brother. That's a funky man.
I see I had to bring y'all in the clubhouse here at Hangin' With Hurt because Bo Jackson's a funny man. You guys didn't know this about him. But he's telling the truth about Tim Raines, one of my favorites of all time. But yeah, he's a bad man when it comes to that.
Yes.
You had the best campaign of all time. Bo knows. I mean, when I first saw that commercial, I got excited, man, to see a man can do everything and anything. But I want to show you something. You remember this? Bo,
man, I got that still in the package.
Bo knows.
That's my director's outfit.
See, I had to do my homework here at Hangin' With Hurt. I had to do my homework.
But I see it. I see it.
Because Bo's supposed to know everything. Is there anything that Mr. Bo Jackson don't know?
I'll have to be honest with you. I'll have to be honest with the country. I never got interested in basketball. Now, I'm a 7-foot high jumper, but I actually fractured my wrist dunking from the free throw line in high school. And I fractured my wrist, and baseball coach told me he better not never see me dunk a basketball again, because it was during baseball season when I dunked the ball, and so forth and so on. So yes, but I never took up basketball.
But I've seen you shoot jump shots, and I was impressed. Because that's one thing I didn't know you could do was shoot baskets, and you're pretty good at it. You have become an avid biker, and you have your annual ride, Bo Bikes Bama, after the devastating tornadoes of 2011. Mm-hmm. What can you tell us about this event yearly?
Well, the thing that happened just like you said, in 2011, during tornado season, we had a tornado come through the state. And when it exited the state into Georgia, it left in its wake almost 400 Alabamians dead. And as down south, homes don't have basements. So we got a few storm shelters, but the majority of the homes don't have basements. And most people figured that they would get in their closets, get in their bathrooms, which wasn't enough for this tornado. And in the aftermath, there was almost 400 people that lost their lives. And it's from East Alabama from West Alabama, from the Mississippi state line, to East Alabama, into northwest Georgia.
Okay.
And I sat down and I thought about it, about what can I do to help give back to my state. And I came up with the bike ride. I figured only a few people can golf.
Mm-hmm.
So is there something that I can do that everybody can do? And that's ride a bicycle. And we did that the first year. We started our ride. I can't think of the town was Hennepin, Alabama, I think. And that's in the northeast part of the state where the tornado exited the state. And it was a 5-day ride. And every day we had an average of about 320 riders. We had riders like Scottie Pippen, Ken Griffey Jr. We had Formula One race car drivers, Lance Armstrong, Brett Favre. We had people from all over the country to come and ride. And I wrote every day, and we ended our ride in Tuscaloosa, where we lost most people. And from that day on, we've had the ride since 2012. We have had Bow Bikes Bama, and we raised over $2 million during that time. And we've helped construct over 75 to 80 community tornado shelters and about at least a half a dozen tornado warning systems in rural areas where they never had a warning system.
See, I wanted people to know this because you've done so much with charity since I've known you, and that's been forever. I think a lot of people don't understand, a man of your caliber, what you do for others. And that's very important to me. That's why I brought up Bow Bike and Bama since 2011, because you've raised so much money and helped so many needed people throughout the country, not just the state of Alabama.
Yes.
Big ups for that.
It's just something that you do. But I have had people to cheer for me and so forth and so on, and got a lot of fans. And this is the least that I can do because they made me feel welcome, and it's home, and I always give back. But I always tell people this: Mother Nature, that woman is undefeated. Mm-hmm. You cannot fight Mother Nature, but you sure as hell can get out of her way. So that's why we built the community tornado shelters and so forth and so on.
I got something serious here because this year's a tough year for all of us. We lost Coach Pat Dye this year. He was very close to me, but you guys were unbelievably close.
Father figure, man.
Was there ever a bigger coaching influence in your life than Coach Pat Dye?
I can answer that a flat no. He is responsible for the person you see right now from the standpoint, yes, I had a father. I had a daddy. Coach Dye was that person. Coach Dye was that authoritarian that I, as a teenager, needed. When he made his rules and he said, if you break these rules, I'm going to introduce you to the dog. And the dog was the Greyhound bus leaving Opelika, taking you back home.
Up
Highway 280 or 65. And me, as much as I love to play sports and do sports, I wasn't going to do anything to jeopardize that, embarrass him, or piss my mother off, because I knew she would come down with her extension cord in one hand and a snub nose 38 in the other hand. So just by listening to him and listening to how he set his rules, how he carried himself, how he treated everybody, and the expectations he had of us as players. Most of us listened, a few of us didn't, and they ended up on the wayside somewhere.
You got that right. I can relate, because he walked in my mama's kitchen and said, don't worry about little Frank. He's going to be a better man after the next 4 years. And he was dang sure right about that.
Of course.
We're going to miss him. We're going to miss him.
Going to miss him big time, brother.
We're all going to miss Coach Pat Dye. When we return on Hangin' With Hurt, we will circle the bases with Bo to get his thoughts on the toughest opponent he's ever faced.
Hangin' With Hurt is brought to you in part by PXG.
Can you believe this? Doug Flutie and Frank Thomas. You guys look great. Once I turn 40,
Let me guess, less energy?
Less drive.
definitely.
It's not your fault. It happens to every man. Testosterone levels drop as you age.
Happened to you guys?
Yep.
So what did you do?
We got NUGENIX Total T.
To get your complimentary bottle of NUGENIX Total T, text SPRINT to 321321. This unique man-boosting formula is powered by Testofen, a patented key ingredient clinically researched to help increase testosterone levels.
That does it. I gotta get NUGENIX.
Just send a text for a complimentary bottle. And by the way, she'll like it too.
Get your complimentary bottle of NUGENIX now. Text SPRINT to 321321. Text now and we'll include a bottle of NUGENIX Thermo, our most powerful fat incinerator ever, with key ingredients to help you get back in shape fast, absolutely free. That's SPRINT to 321321.
PXG's world-class golf clubs are made for players of every skill level and budget. And now, even better news. We just made PXG for Heroes special pricing sharper than ever. And because Heroes are everywhere, everybody gets special pricing on most products. So what are you waiting for? Call us or visit pxg.com and take your game to a whole new level. If that's not fun, tell me what is, baby. PXG, nobody makes golf clubs the way we do, period.
Hi, I'm Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. As a 20-year former pro athlete, I've had 6 sport-related surgeries. Believe me, I know pain. Through the years, I've tried every possible remedy with little results. 50 million Americans suffer from pain every day. Well, now you don't have to suffer anymore. It's a new pain relief product that is made with natural hemp extract and profoundly effective. Ecoderm, the Big Hurt Pain Cream.
To order Ecoderm, go to ecosciences.com or call 888-578-0012.
We're hanging, hanging with the hurt. We're hanging, feeling good. Hanging.
You know, I gotta make you laugh again now. I'm gonna take you back to 1993. Do you remember going bow hunting after practice and killing a boar? And you brought that meat back to Chicken Willie? And you fed us that meat? Could you tell these people what happened to half that team after they ate that meat?
Nothing happened to the team. Nothing happened to the team. And don't you lie on Chicken Willie. I went out with some buddies. We went out and hunted wild pigs. We processed those pigs and brought it back, and Chicken Willie put them on the grill that morning about 6 a.m. And
tell the truth.
And the game was at 1, and you could smell that barbecue, and guys wanted to hurry up and get there at bat so they can get out of the game and go over and get them some barbecue. But and the thing about it was that guys would get the barbecue outside, then they would trap and drip barbecue sauce in the clubhouse. And it pissed off Chicken Willie and it pissed off Herm Snyder because people were going into the training room dripping barbecue sauce, and got me in trouble because they put it all on me.
Do you remember half of that team got sick from that meat the next day because that meat wasn't cured?
No.
Yeah, you don't remember that, do you? Because I was one of them.
Oh,
I had to run.
You got the stomach, but you got the stomach of a 3-year-old girl. You don't eat no wild game. You ain't tough enough.
Time for our final segment, Circling the Bases. Bo Jackson was certainly the best athlete I've ever witnessed, but who was the toughest athlete he ever faced?
I don't know the brother's name, but I think we're with the Raiders. We're playing the Cardinals, and we were backed up down on our goal line. We were on like the 3-yard line, and we ran a trap play off tackle, off tackle. And I went up in the hole, got the ball from the quarterback, went up in the hole, and their linebacker met me like on the 7-yard line and dropped me on the 2. Then he helped me up. He said, "Come on, Bo." He said, "Come on, man, you got to make me earn my money." But the coach is watching me. See, I'm trying to get a raise. Come on, you got to come harder than that. And do you know for the rest of the game, But we ran that play 3 other times, and every time I faked like I was gonna go up in that hole and went around the outside.
That had to be a first for you, Bo Jackson, because I still
don't
remember
even
what you
know
did to
his
Brian
name.
Bosworth on national TV. That was one of the biggest explosions in the hole we've ever seen.
Well, Bosworth, he's a good friend of mine. He has actually written in my Bo Bites mouth. But hey, he was in the wrong place at the wrong time. That's all.
All right.
That's all.
Bo, it's been a pleasure, man. Thank you for coming out to Hanging with Hurt.
Thank you, Hurt.
And it's always
Thank you,
a fun time with you, and I want the people to really see your personality, man. You're a special man. We love you, and Bo knows. Thanks for coming out, Bo.
Man, thank you, brother, for having me. Y'all have a good evening, and God bless.
Thank you, Bo. He's one of a kind. I'd like to thank Bo Jackson for being on this edition of Hanging with Hurt. I'd like to thank you for watching. I'm Frank Thomas, your host. See you next time. For the latest on Hanging with Hurt and for future episodes, follow us on Instagram and Twitter at Hangin' With Hurt.
We're feeling good, like we knew we would. Feeling good. Feeling good.
Don't take a chance on another gaming company. At Gold Rush Gaming, we offer the highest quality of service and games in the video gaming industry, with unparalleled dedication and proven gaming knowledge. We are here to help you make your business successful. We provide the most efficient service possible, in addition to offering the newest games and upgrades as they become available to the market. You're always dealt a winning hand with Gold Rush Gaming. Reach out today and see what a difference the gold standard can make.
Hi, I'm Frank Thomas, the Big Hurt. As a 20-year former pro athlete, I've had 6 sport-related surgeries. Believe me, I know pain. Through the years, I've tried every possible remedy with little results. 50 million Americans suffer from pain every day. Well, now you don't have to suffer anymore. It's a new pain relief product that is made with natural hemp extract and profoundly effective. Ecoderm, the Big Hurt Pain Cream.
To order Ecoderm, go to ecosciences.com or call 888-578-0012.